I'm ready to win the World Series right now.
I can't put this on. How'd y'all do this?
What about batting? Are you guys any good? Have you guys been to a batting cage?
I could hit a home run every time.
Can you really?
Baseball and soccer are just not it for me.
So I normally would be able to. However, I almost cut half of my pinky off.
You did.
And I could not hit anything right now.
I almost threw up when you showed me it the first time, and I told you not to show me it, and then
I didn't.
It's only because he showed you, and then he said, "Can you see the meat hanging out?"
Yeah,
and then that was what got me.
He snuck show me. He just went like this into the camera real quick.
Yeah.
Did I? Yeah, and then yesterday he put it in my face, and I could smell it.
No, you can't. It doesn't smell like.
It smelled like.
Larry, smell this.
No, ew, stop.
Okay, no, I didn't.
Yeah,
okay, no, but so it did.
And then you know what Scott did is we were walking in. There was freaking corporate guys walking out, and Scott goes, "He smells." And then the next guy would walk by, and Scott goes, "He smells." Yeah, this guy here, he smells. And I was like, "What?"
You know what it smelled like though?
Band-Aids.
It smelled like a dirty Band-Aid. That's what I told him.
That's what I was expecting, but it didn't.
Scott,
he
it
just
smells
washed
like
his
nothing.
hands.
Have you ever taken a soggy Band-Aid off of your finger?
Yeah.
And it's just got that like weird
Scott,
smell.
I literally have to wash this 5 times a day with antibacterial soap and then put.
Because it smells like a dirty Band-Aid.
No, so that I literally, I know you guys can't see it, but it's pretty much half my pinky.
It's gross. So explain what happened.
Yeah, so I was trying to open a wine bottle, right? I didn't have a corkscrew.
Okay.
So
which is common for a lot of people.
Right? Most people I don't
just get a knife and stab the shit out of it.
So typically what I do is I push the cork in.
Yeah, that's the
like
the easiest route.
Right. But then I was like, you know what? Like I'm going to look up hacks. So I'm on YouTube. I type in how to open a wine bottle without a corkscrew.
Oh, you know how like the rich people at like the dinner places, they get the knife and they're just like.
That's what Larry thought I did at the first time whenever I first started the story.
Slice the pinky.
There's my pinky.
Yeah.
No, but that's not what happened. Okay, so then I'm looking up. There's like the shoe method. I've done the shoe method.
What's that one?
Do you know about that?
No.
So you take like a boot or shoe and you put the whole wine bottle with the bottom of the wine bottle into like the heel of the shoe.
Okay.
And then you take it and you just hit it on a wall.
And it pushed the pressure.
The pressure pushes the yes.
I guess it's like shaking it.
It's because there's like a small amount of air inside of it, and that's just pushing
right.
it. So that's one method. I was like, okay,
Did that work?
I didn't try. So I went straight to the pinky cut.
I was about to say that sounds very easy to do that way.
It's not. It actually
weapons.
it's loud. You have the risk of breaking.
Probably got to hit like a good 70
you got to
times.
smack it.
The question is was it a nice bottle of wine or you just got cut on some bullshit?
No, it wasn't the bottle I got cut on.
I'm just saying in general was the bottle of wine like some
decent.
good wine. You're not one to drink wine.
No, it's like a $24 bottle.
Are you celebrating something?
No.
It's a good Robert Mondavi.
Yeah, it's a good Santa Margarita by the liter type situation.
I know girls like Josh. You ever heard of Josh?
Yeah, that's expensive.
No, it's not. No, it's just like some cheap good wine.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking something else. Mm-hmm. No, it was just a Sauvignon Blanc. But,
okay.
So this is what happens. So the next hack, you get a car key. And imagine you have you're going in at an angle with the car key.
Okay.
And you push the car key all the way down into the cork. And then what you do is you twist and go opposite directions. So you're twisting one way and pulling up.
Right.
And you just keep twisting it little by little and it comes up.
Yeah, it seems simple.
Seems simple, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, that seems like feasible. Let me do that. So I go to get my car keys and I'm like, my car's pushed to start. So I don't have a car key.
Yeah, you don't have key.
Okay. So what else is on my key ring?
A
brand new Supreme knife.
What brand?
Supreme.
No, you know how they collab with stuff.
No, it was just Supreme.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a first.
Yeah, it was just a Supreme knife.
Not like a Swiss Army.
No.
Or a Stig or whatever it's called.
I don't think
Sig.
so.
It's called Sig. Yeah,
it wasn't. It was just a regular one. And I take it out.
Brand new.
Like, brand new, bro. Like, actually, I think I opened one box.
You're making me quiver.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. So I take it and I push it in to sideways into it. And I get it pretty good in there. There's just like this much of the knife sticking out, like probably like half an inch, right? And I start doing it. I start pulling it.
Is it working?
Yeah. Like I spin it and it moves the whole thing, right? But because it was the knife and it was a short blade, it didn't really get deep enough. So I think what happens is I'm going and I twist it and I go and I pull and I'm pulling up. And as I pull up, the knife comes out and it goes, and my pinky goes straight to the bone. And it's so sharp that honestly, it was so sharp I didn't even feel it. I didn't even feel it.
Yeah.
But I looked down and it's stuck in like almost to the bone.
And that's when you get to the shock. The
and then,
shock of your mind
and then
shocks you.
I pull it out and it just goes nuts. And I'm like, so I run it under the water. And then I was like, it's one of those things where you're like, maybe I could, like, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need stitches. It's cool. Like, I just cut myself.
Until
like,
it
it's
all
cool.
just starts
and then
setting in.
and then I was just like, no, that was so deep.
Turn the water off and it's just
so
gushing.
deep.
That was deep. And then I'm holding on to it. I'm trying to apply pressure to that and hold the hand up because it's just like, it's not
Looks
stopping.
like a fire hydrant.
Yeah, it's not stopping.
Yeah.
So then I was like, no, I got to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital.
Hospital or emergency?
No, emergency
urgent
room.
care?
It was the emergency room hospital. It was Baylor Medical Emergency Room.
Is that your first time getting stitches?
No, but it's been a minute, bro. I haven't got
many-
stitches.
how many stitches was it?
6 stitches. So
That's a
like
lot for a
that's a
little finger.
lot. That's what tells you how much. Like
Yeah.
it was like half my pinky, bro. Like it went halfway to the bones, like all the way through. So then I get there, right? And the person that took me there, we showed up and another family showed up, right? At the same exact time, walking into the emergency room. There's no one else there. And they're just like sick. And I'm sitting there just holding, I feel like I'm bleeding out. I'm holding my knife. And she's like, oh, you guys can go ahead. I'm like, what? I'm bleeding out. They're just sick. Why are they going ahead? And it was like, it was funny afterwards.
And then did they let
you go
you
ahead?
What happened?
No, I waited, bro.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting there just.
They were just gonna let you bleed out.
Yeah,
Like, little Timmy had a
lady-
sneeze.
But the thing, but the thing was like by then it had stopped kind of bleeding like bad. So I was like, all right, whatever. So then I get in there and I go back to the spot. They look at it. They're like, yep, you're going to need stitches. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. I wouldn't be here otherwise. And then he's like, this is going to be the worst part. They have to numb my fingertips so that they can do the stitches, right? So you don't feel the stitches going in. And he's like, this is going to be the worst part because I have to shove it into the cut down to the bone, the needle.
So it's just like the needle hitting the bone and then
And
through
through the cut.
And you're awake.
And you're awake. No, you're on nothing.
You didn't get no numbing.
Nothing, bro. So I'm sitting there and he's like, look away. so like I look away and it's just straight down. I'm like, yeah. I'm just like in my head. I'm like, oh my God, this hurts so bad. But the good thing was it's anesthetic. So like as that pain's happening, it's also numbing at the same time. So like in like
slowly
yeah, it was
goes.
like 15 seconds. And I was like, he was like, you feel this? I was like, no, I can't feel anything. I was like, all right, bet.
And here you are.
Yeah, so got 6 stitches. Now I had to wear this like little sleeve thing on it for 24
Little
hours.
splint.
Yeah, 24 hours. And then now I have to leave it out in the open air. But because I'm doing that, I have to wash it 5 times a day with
Right.
antibacterial. And then I have to put Neosporin on it.